Stop scrolling right now. I need you to listen to this for 15 seconds because it's about to change how you see every conversation you've ever had. You just walked away from a meeting, a date, or a coffee chat, and your brain is screaming. Did they even like me? Was I awkward? Did I say something stupid? Here's the brutal truth. You're wrong. And the science proves you're massively underestimating how much people actually liked you. There's a psychological phenomenon called the liking gap, and it reveals that we consistently underestimate how positively others receive us. Time and again, research shows people are rooting for you more than you think. If you've ever second-guessed a conversation, this video is for you. Watch till the end. I'm going to give you 3 actionable ways to close this gap and finally stop the self-doubt.
Let me ask you something real. Have you ever replayed a conversation in your head for hours, wondering if you sounded weird, stood too close, or didn't make enough eye contact? If that's you, you're not alone. This is human, and it's expensive. Because when you think people didn't like you, you do 3 things. You don't follow up, you don't initiate the next conversation, you start withdrawing socially. That's not just missed opportunities, that's the slow erosion of your entire connection network. And the kicker? You're probably wrong about how they felt. Let's dive into the research. This isn't opinion. This is data from 4 of the most prestigious universities in the US: Cornell, Harvard, Yale, and the University of Essex. In a 2018 study, researchers put strangers in conversations. Some were college students in dorms, some were coworkers in offices, some were people on dates. Afterward, they rated 2 things: how much they liked the other person, how much they thought they were liked in return. Every single time, individuals undervalued how positively they were received. This wasn't a one-time fluke. The same effect showed up across college dorms, workplaces, and casual conversations. Here's what researchers uncovered. People are often their own harshest critics in social settings. We focus on our perceived missteps. We compare ourselves to others. We replay the one awkward pause while ignoring the 10 minutes of smooth conversation before and after it. And here's the science behind why. Your brain has a negativity bias.
It's an evolutionary habit to fixate on the bad over the good for survival. So when you're tense, a single hesitation can outweigh 10 minutes of harmonious talk. But while you're dizzy scanning yourself for flaws, the other person is often doing the same thing, or they're simply enjoying the moment, not dissecting it like you are. Now, I need you to pause and think about this. Have you ever felt this? Walked away from a conversation, heart racing, wondering, did they even like me? While the other person was actually walking away thinking, that was really nice. I want to talk to them again. If that's you, drop a yes in the comments right now. I want to see how many people are out there overthinking this. Let me tell you something from 25 years of observing human behavior. I sat across from people in high-stress situations, FBI interrogations, corporate negotiations, first dates, and one pattern never failed to show up. People are acutely self-aware during social exchanges, sometimes to the point of paralysis. Even the most accomplished individuals I've ever respected, CEOs, famous speakers, extroverts, they'll tell me, I felt nervous when I first met you because I know you study body language. Did I look awkward? Were my gestures weird? And the answer? Almost always no. Here's the critical point most people forget. Most people want the interaction to go well. They're not waiting for you to slip up. They're looking for connection, not perfection. The same goes for public speaking. People want you to succeed. They are very forgiving. Whether it's a date, a job interview, or a quick chat with a neighbor, people are rooting for you more than you think. And the science backs that up. That voice in your head telling you, I sounded foolish or I didn't feel confident, is often just performance anxiety, not reality. Even individuals who seem confident aren't immune. The liking gap cuts across all personality types. It's human. Now, you might think, so what? It's just self-doubt. Who cares? Here's what happens. Over time, this misperception carries a real cost. If you believe people didn't like you, you're less likely to follow up after a meeting, initiate future conversations, present your findings in professional settings, mentor others, even show up to social events. I've seen experts avoid presenting because they thought the room didn't like them. I've seen leaders hesitate to mentor because they misread how they were perceived. And the danger isn't just missed opportunities, it's the slow erosion of connection. In my experience, I've seen people with bad teeth, skin conditions, or just normal insecurity isolate themselves because they assumed the worst. Avoidance becomes all too comfortable. But sadly, it's a trap. Fortunately, awareness is the first step. The next is action. Here are 3 proven ways to close the liking gap based on decades of behavioral observation and research. 1. Focus outward, not inward. In any interaction, shift your attention from yourself to the other person. Observe their expressions, listen intently, get curious about them. Engage others with enthusiasm and gusto. Ironically, the less you think about how you're coming across, the better you'll come across. Your brain can't do 2 things at once. When you're focused on them, you're not focused on your own anxiety. 2. Normalize missteps. Everyone stumbles in conversation. A stutter, a pause, a joke that doesn't land, it's all part of being human. What matters is the totality of the interaction, not the momentary lapse. If you need to apologize, do so. I stepped on someone's toes yesterday. I felt like a klutz, but I apologized and moved on. Don't let one moment define the entire conversation. 3. Move forward. After a conversation, most people just move forward with whatever is next. You should do the same. Don't fixate on any one aspect of what transpired. Think of the totality. There's nothing you can do about the past except learn. And remember, most people want you to come away feeling good. Let me say this again, because it's the most important thing in this video. You're more likable than you think. When we engage with others, we often forget most people want the interaction to go well. They're not waiting for you to slip up. They're looking for connection, not perfection. That voice in your head telling you, "I sounded foolish," is often just performance anxiety, not reality. Whether it's a date, a job interview, or a quick chat with a neighbor, people are rooting for you more than you think. And the science backs that up. The liking gap cuts across all personality types. It's human. Even the most confident people experience it. We live in an age where genuine connection is both deeply needed and increasingly rare. If the liking gap teaches us anything, it's this. We're often our own worst evaluators, and that's a problem worth correcting. So the next time you leave a conversation wondering if you came across well, remind yourself, the science says you probably did. In fact, the person you just spoke with may be walking away thinking, that was really nice. I want to talk to them again. You're more likable than you think. Trust the data, trust the research, and maybe, just maybe, trust yourself a little more. Now I need you to do 3 things. Drop a comment right now. What's one conversation you've overthought that probably went better than you realized? I want to read every one. Save this video for later. When you're spiraling after a conversation, come back and watch this again. Subscribe for more daily psychology that actually changes how you live. I break down the science of human behavior every week. No fluff, just facts that work. What about you? Have you ever underestimated how much someone liked you? Let's talk in the comments.